Hello. How are you guys doing today? It's Monday. Happy Monday, I guess. Still cold. Hello. I'm writing down meals for meal prepping ideas, things to think of for my eat days, basically. I'm trying to figure out like higher protein ones that'll be pretty easy to like put together without thinking about it too much. Thanks. Lower this a little bit. I feel like it's like at a weird angle. There we go. Hello. Hello. I actually made soup. Well, I made chili, vegetarian white chili today. Martha Stewart too? What? I'm okay today. I'm making it through, which is good so far. Anyway, it's probably because of this thing, this monster gallon water bottle. It's huge. Like, whenever you fill it completely, it's 8 pounds. So it's like a baby. I'm literally just carrying around an 8-pound baby. Oh, I'm always cooking. I love cooking though. Can't start fasting, super hard not to eat now. Any tips? Today's a fasting day, yeah. Tips to get started with intermittent fasting. Start slow. Try working up from 16-8 or something like that if you're having issues, and see how long you can go and just kind of work up further and further, basically. My biggest thing that I always tell people, that if you're having a hard time starting or you just can't stick to it and you end up breaking, might mean that I don't want to, every time I say this, it makes me sound like bad, but I feel like with this method of fasting, if you're wanting to do it to lose weight, you have to want to lose weight and you have to want to push yourself. And so if you can't make it through a fasting day, or if you try and try and try and try, that's different. But like if you give up after one day or something like that, then odds are you might not want to lose as much as you think. I don't know how to explain that without sounding like bad. Do you guys know what I'm trying to say though? Like, this is a method that you have to put 100% of your willpower in today. Or sorry, I was reading a message at the same time. You have to put 100% of your willpower and your motivation and your dedication into, and if you don't have all those into it, then it's going to be hard to make it through a fasting day. You have to want it, It is a fasting day for me, yep. What strategies do I have to drink lots of water? I don't, which is why I got one of these. Mostly because it has the times on it. And go from there. Because, do I eat sugar? Yep. I don't restrict anything that I eat. I just make the choice to eat healthier things. One thing that I've always said is you can eat whatever you want with intermittent fasting, which is the great thing. But for me now, personally, what I want to eat is healthy. So I choose healthier options over not so healthy options. Running joke in the group, Pop-Tarts. I won't eat Pop-Tarts anymore because I know they're empty calories. But really, you can eat what you want. I just choose to be healthier because the healthier I eat, the more you can eat, and it's better for you anyway, Depression doesn't care what I want. Yeah, I know. I feel you there. Rachel, what do you think of carbonated water like SodaStream? I think it's fine. I don't think that there's any issue with it. I mean, I drink the sparkling ice waters. It is so cold today. I didn't get to drink much water. That bottle's cute. Thanks. Yeah, it's definitely keeping me up to where I need to be. Like, here's the 3 o'clock line, and I mean, it's 3 now, so I'm a little bit past it, but don't have to drink down to here till 5. and then 7 and 9. I'm surprisingly not going to the bathroom as much as I thought it would be though, so that's good at the same time. You know, because a lot of people are like, does that make you go to the bathroom a lot? Not really, but that just must mean I'm really hydrated. Should I be worried that after 48 hours I have to force myself to eat? I don't know. That's a good question. I really don't know because I don't have that issue. At my 38-hour mark, at my 40-hour mark, I'm like, give me the food. So maybe somebody else has some advice on something like that. I'm not sure. Does anybody else have any advice like on that? It's 10 p.m., but I stay up just for such chat. Aw. If you're not going to the bathroom a lot, that means you're dehydrated. I know. I mean, I've gone like 5 times. Is that a lot, Tiffany? This is my 4th fasting day. It's been a lot easier. I'm still doing 500 a day, but I'm trying to push myself next week not to eat. Is the water keeping you full? Maybe that'll help. Yes, it actually is helping a lot, which I'm really grateful for. And I think that with something like this, like I had a Brita water filter in my bottle or whatever. So like I was afraid to put any flavoring in it, but with this, because it's just a straw or a water bottle, you could add like flavoring to it if you wanted to. So, you know, you can go book nerd about not being hungry. Hey Rachel, love your videos. You're really inspiring. Great question, but what do you think about your tongue during fast? I know it gets white and itchy for most people. That doesn't happen to me. I've never heard that before actually either. That's the first time I've heard anything about it. I get super jittery when I'm fasting. Anyone else have this issue? I stopped drinking coffee, but I'm still having issues. That's interesting. It kind of sounds like you have an abundance of energy that way. Do you feel energized too with all the jitters? Or that's really interesting. 8 fasted for 8 days. I had to force myself to eat, but I don't enjoy eating. Oh wait, do you mean I fasted for 8 days and I had to force myself to eat? That kind of sounds scary too. Um, I hope that's not like a depression or something, you know? Like that kind of worries me. Yeah, that's the first time I've heard of the tongue thing with fasting either. How do you keep your metabolism from slowing down on alternate day fasting? Really it amounts in the amount of calories you eat. I mean, for me, from what I understand is you adjust your calories as you move. As you lose weight, you lower your calories and so on and so forth. But you also have your days where you refeed yourself and you allow yourself to eat as much as you want. Kind of balance, you know, things like that. Having those days where you can really eat whatever definitely helps bring that metabolism back up. You know, you don't want to eat healthy all the time. It's okay to live a little. um, you can get out of the habit of eating sometimes. Interesting. I'm on my 2nd day so far. It's going well. Good. Doing the challenge with you. Week 2 for me since I start later in the game and really struggling today with headaches and hunger pains. Any tips? Headaches. Add pink Himalayan salt to your water. You could be low on magnesium, or if you have magnesium. Hunger pains typically go away if you keep up with the water and or coffee or tea. Kind of try to keep full on that, but like I said, salt also helps a lot. And I've had that. That's a new thing that I learned with this group, and adding salt to my water helped with the hunger. So try that. Ketones have the tendency that you get a lot of energy and feel euphoric. Oh. Might have to break in with eating a few things. Oh. Fasting today, Fasting today, great today. Tomorrow is a month. Can't wait to weigh in. Yep. Jitters, I've heard people resolve with magnesium, I think. Interesting. Maybe the longer you fast, the less you get less hungry. See, that's kind of another thing too, because, you know, like intermittent fasting came from like our ancestors from a long time ago. Whenever they had to move place to place and there wasn't always food, they would have to fast. It's been around for so long. So it kind of makes me wonder if, you know, our bodies were not used to eating 3 meals a day plus snacking and everything like that. And that's just kind of what it all has evolved to be. So it could be maybe like an old mechanism. I don't know. Do I drink energy drinks? I sometimes do. I really like the Bang ones, and I'll drink those like after I work out. Magnesium can also help with headaches as well as electrolytes in your water. How much salt do I add and how much water does it need to be? I usually just sprinkle in a little bit of salt. I'm not like a teaspoon of this or a teaspoon of that, and I can do it in like a water bottle and it's fine. Zero Gatorade helps my headaches, probably for the electrolytes. Um, what is the name of those electrolytes you can add to your water? Salt? I don't know. Yeah, cheat meals, or if you really eat whatever you want, it's not really a cheat meal, but like a cheat meal would be like me eating half a plate of lasagna or half a pan of lasagna, or something like that. Hello, guten tag. Don't feel any hunger today. I'm feeling awesome. Woohoo. Are you reading that book? Not yet. I have not gotten that far. Could be an old survival mechanism. Yeah. Derek, I've never heard of electrolytes you can add. I buy water with it in it already. Don't most electrolyte drinks have loads of sugar? The zero sugar Gatorade does not. Why does my volume keep going up? Potassium and calcium are two, possibly magnesium. LMTN brand is good electrolyte. Not heard of that. You can get electrolyte drops on Amazon, trace minerals and Huh. How do you feel about your weight loss? I'm 20 and lost around 60 pounds and feel disgusting when I look at old pictures. I mean, my weight loss has obviously done a lot for my health and things like that, it's good that way, but when I do look back at old pictures, it kind of takes me back to be like, wow, I didn't know that I used to be that big, or I never thought I was that big. And now that um I look back at pictures, it's more of a comparison between an old lifestyle and a new one. I don't feel as disgusting like what you say, but I do feel, I still have the body dysmorphia issues too. So maybe if I didn't have that, I would feel differently about it. But you were never disgusting. Don't ever think you were disgusting. Just because you were bigger at that size doesn't mean that you're any less of a human or anything like that. You know what I mean? Don't try not to think about yourself that way. Um, you're just healthier now. I drink Propel water for electrolytes. Um, Calm by Natural Vitality is the name you add to water, Walmart or Walgreens. Okay. You can get them in powder or drops to add drinks. Those drinks might have sucralose, which triggers insulin. Yes. So that would be something to look at on the back whenever you get those. Made it through today's fasting day, have a headache, and had to really fight myself to keep from breaking down in bed. Hope morning comes quick so I can eat. I know that feeling. There's a good electrolyte drink recipe from Thomas Delore for fasting. Has apple cider vinegar, pink Himalayan salt, cream of tartar. Has helped a lot with headaches and jitters. That just sounds really gross. I'm sorry, I made a face. Do I do water fasting? No, I do not. The only negative thing I wouldn't even say is negative on fast days is I get a little sick of the flavor of water. I'm drinking enough, which is good, I guess. Yeah, no, I totally get what you mean. I get tired of drinking water too, which is why I like those like water enhancers sometimes. But like Dennis said, you have to check the back because there are certain ingredients that will raise your insulin and make you break it fast. So like the sucralose in it would sucralose in it. Yeah, lemon or cucumber to your water definitely helps. Um, Sometimes when the scale hardly moves or you just feel like you haven't made any progress, compare pictures and you'll definitely see difference. Yes, that one is a big one for me, especially because, as I'm lifting, I'm gaining more muscle mass, so my weight's not as small as it used to be, but I can definitely see when I compare pictures, like, even though I'm like not as slim, I guess I used to be, I'm definitely more curvy and muscular now. And so that makes me feel a little bit better too, comparing that way. Even Pedialyte flavorless has dextrose and has several grams of added sugar. Huh. I went over my calories yesterday by a couple hundred. Girl, probably same. Did you see the chocolate peanut butter cake that I made? It was delicious. It's actually not bad. A sweet sour taste. Interesting. Himalayan pink salt is shown to create an electrolyte balance within your body, strengthen bones, lower blood pressure, and improve circulation. Interesting. How many calories do I eat on my eat days? I have my calorie counter set at about 2,200 calories on my eat days. And with the added amount of protein and stuff that I've been eating, I hit around that mostly, but I'm also so full on my fasting days now because I'm eating proteins and I'm not so worried about like trying to keep the calories as low because I'm getting more protein in, which is keeping me full and making me last through my fasting days, which in the long run makes me not break my fasting days. Does that make sense? Cucumber mint is my favorite. Interesting. Our friend Jason Fung gives homemade bone broth with sea salt as an option. Okay. Um, they're beginning to say that gyms in our neck of the woods are possibly opening on the 1st of May. Where are you from? I'm intrigued. We are under the stay-at-home order until the 15th. They extended it from the 30th to the 15th, which I knew they were going to do. Cream of tartar tastes like lemon. A little sour. It's good. Okay, okay, okay. Peanut butter cake. It was so good. I actually have a recipe blog, Derek, that is out there that I post things in. Oh, you're from Oregon? Okay, I thought that might have been you. I know there's a couple people from Oregon in there, but I was actually looking at flights out to Oregon today because our original honeymoon idea was to be able to go to Portland and explore all of Oregon. And so I was looking at flights today to see if they're any cheaper, and they're not. If the scale's not moving that much, maybe you're weighing yourself too often. Rachel, did you ever eat as low as 1,500 a day? No, I did not. Mostly because my body, like, that was way below my basal metabolic rate. I'm not going to eat below my basal metabolic rate if I'm doing alternate day fasting, because then I'm not even like making it through my, like, you know, I'm not even fueling my body enough to fuel me through a resting day. So you definitely need to be eating more than 1,500 calories a day on a fasting, or if you're doing alternate day fasting. Just watched your latest blog and was wondering about the parts you made to keep doing IF because it helps with loose skin. What is that? Could you please explain it more? Are you talking about the autophagy? Autophagy is what breaks down and recycles old and diseased cells and kind of like I said, it breaks them down and recycles those cells. So it kind of helps your body heal. It's like a healing process. And autophagy happens after 24 hours of fasting. So that's why I keep doing prolonged fasting, because of that reason. Like, I want to keep up with, you know, I want to help my body heal. There's a lot of you guys from Oregon. Derek, I don't understand why you said okay, question mark. Also in Oregon. If you go to Portland, check out Mick, what is that? I can't even say that. McManaman's Edgefield. Oops. Edgefield. Yep, Tiffany, I know you were in Oregon. Why is your calorie count so high? I'm trying to make sure I'm calculating mine correctly. My BMR is 1535 and my TDE is 1877. So divide by 2, it equals 1706 calories for my weight loss, height, and exercise level. Mine is so high because I work out 6 times a week. My weight is, I put in my weight of 142 pounds and I'm 5'4". So that's why my TDE is so high. Oregon is beautiful, especially the coast. I want to go so bad. London, Salem. Oh, I'm from Oregon too. It's amazing weather here today. Portland, Oregon Gardens, and Silverton. I'm currently out walking around in the neighborhood. Aw. The best burgers there, you must go. Asked about your recipes, you answered. Yeah, they're on my recipe blog. I actually just posted the vegetarian chili that I made today, and I have to add the cake and a couple other ones that I was gonna do some other time. I've been so freaking busy today. I've been doing so many things. Um, I could write a poem about how yummy your cakes looked. You'll snap me? Okay, thank you. Indiana and 60 degrees. Edgefield is a beautiful place with restaurants, wine, golf, a hotel on beautiful property, very friendly and relaxing. A few gardens, it's worth the visit. Okay, I'll definitely, I wrote that down. Where all were we wanting to go? I know we want to go to the valley for sure. One of the places in the valley. And, oh no, we're going to go to the coast. I want to go to Tillamook. There's a couple of, parks out on the coast that I want to visit. Oh my gosh, I had like a whole itinerary made up and then everything happened and it just was really hard to think about like the honeymoon anymore because we weren't going to be able to do it. And I don't even know what Portland's like right now. Or when it's planning on opening, or if we even were to go, if we would be able to visit anywhere. So yeah. Hi Hannah, were you on a call? I knew it. Those dang parents. um Did I ever feel nauseous when exercising on my fasting days? I didn't feel nauseous as much as like a heartburn, indigestion type feeling. So I did not work out on my fasting days for a really, really long time because of that. And I wasn't able to start doing both days of working out for about I'm gonna have to change it from 8 months. I always say 8 months, but it's about to be 9 months. I haven't I've been able to work out on both my eat days and my fasting days. Tillamook, yeah. Huge tip I wanted to share for anyone that has hunger pains is sparkling water like the flavored ones from LaCroix. The grapefruit is pretty bomb. Samaya Kazi drinks those. Those are one thing that really helps her get through her fasting days. Oh my gosh, walked in from grocery shopping at the start of this, forgot and didn't put the grocery list. Oh no. It helps me a bit, but will definitely help try the salt thing too. My brother's wedding got postponed due to lockdown. I know it sucks. I guess the positive is you still have the wedding to look forward to. Yeah, but I guess my biggest thing, like this past weekend I was struggling with is everything's so unsure right now. I just, I don't know, you know? And then whenever you ask your fiance, do you think we're gonna get married in June? And he's like, I don't know. And I'm like, well, thanks for being supportive and lying to me. Yeah, Cannon Beach. That's the one that I wanted to go to really bad. It looks so cool. Um, yeah, I wanted to go there. Great cheese at Tillamook. Yeah, I know. I think the day that our coast day, we were gonna hit up a couple of the parks and go to Cannon Beach and then go back through Tillamook. And I am excited about that. I love cheese. Ian is like, eh. Rachel, has any certain food ever made you sick? Fasting that you can remember in particular? Greasy food. Oh my goodness. Okay, so when we like I was eating, you know, doing this journey for so long. When we went down to New Orleans and got or I guess fried food and greasy food makes me really sick in huge amounts if I have it. So like I said, when we went down to New Orleans, all their food there is so good, but it's so rich and everything is fried in, you know, oil and grease and it made me sick. Like Ian and I were so sick. Mook, not mock, mook. Okay, that's everybody here calls it Tillamook, but that's because, you know, we're not from there, so we didn't know it was mook. My bad. But anyways, yeah, high grease and oils really makes me sick, which is one reason why I love my air fryer so much, because I can basically cook everything now without the oil or the grease, you know. There's a dog going crazy outside. There's a bunch of dogs barking outside. I kind of want to know what's happening. What's my prolonged fasting protocol? I just go from 38 to 40 hours every other day. So after hitting that 24 hours, that's when my body goes into the autophagy. Somebody said, which I kind of wanted to hear more about this, that after 32 hours, autophagy stops. So I kind of want to hear more about that, or see the stuff behind it, I guess. Because I mean, even so, if I were to go 24 hours and hit 32 hours, I'm asleep anyway. So waking up and working out in a fasting state and then breaking my fast at 10 o'clock is still 38 to 40 hours, you know, depending on when I stopped eating the day before. Hold on, scrolling back up. I totally forgot about LaCroix water. I got used to fasting, I guess, and stopped drinking it, just plain water now. Yeah, totally. Like, try that one. You will get married in June. Everyone say it with me. Hannah, I love you. And have cute babies. I'm not having babies for another, like, 3 to 4 years. Mook, like, look. Tillamook. Okay. See, like I said, everybody here says it, Tillamook. So hearing mook, that's different. But now I know, and so I won't sound like such a tourist. I almost just poked myself in the eye with this pen when we go visit. It's Tillamook. Tillamook. Is 48 hours of fasting in is 48 hours of fasting in 24 or OMAD okay? Or should I keep my schedule the same every day? How many pounds did I lose each month? I cannot give you an answer for how many pounds I lost each month because I do not know off the top of my head. It was an average of 8 pounds a month doing alternate day fasting for a year. But I know for the first month I lost 16, the next was 9, and then it was 12, and then it was so on and so forth. I don't know. It never stayed the same. It really just depends. Um, really, you do what feels best to you. Whatever schedule you want to do. Every once in a while, change it up a little bit, you know, like eat a couple days in a row to kind of shock your metabolism or something like that. So that way you're not eating the same way and your body gets so used to it that you kind of stop losing weight. That's when your metabolism will start slowing down like that and stuff. So just kind of do what feels best for you. Air fryers are a gift from above, I tell you, and it works like magic. Oh, I know. Until you got used to no food, you would eat 600. I would eat 500 calories on fasting days. Yeah, that doesn't sound accurate. I know. That's what I'm assuming. Kay Taylor. I'm assuming you're Kyle, just because if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But yeah, I know that doesn't sound right, right? Like I feel like I don't know. I actually heard that 18 hours is when the autophagy starts. Hey, whatever works better. I don't care. The reason I asked is because I got a plate from Olive Garden last night and got really sick, throwing up. I was thinking it was not cooked right or the pasta was too greasy. That kind of sounds like food poisoning, girl. Amen to that. Wedding bells in June for sure. I hope so. Okay, autophagy actually peaks after 36. 300 increase, 300% in autophagy, and then after 48 hours, I think the increase beyond that is only 30%. Okay. Stop, I'm emotional, I'm gonna cry. There's actually some really cool research about autophagy and reduced Alzheimer's. Interesting. I didn't know that. Lime LaCroix is where it's all at, folks. I know Christy, that's one of the reasons I'm doing the fasting. Cool. Actually, that name sounds so familiar. That happened to me yesterday, feeling sick when breaking a fast. I felt so sick until this morning, but it wasn't greasy food. It was the curry with veggies, but it was so much pain. No idea. That's kind of interesting. It could be whatever is it's hitting your stomach really hard. Like I know I talked about this before. My friend's husband broke his fast with like 2 big plates of oh my god, I can't remember what it was, like eggs fried in bacon grease and like sandwiches that were like, you know, like a pound of bacon on or something like that. I can't remember. And he was so sick afterwards. And I'm like, well, yeah, you can't break your fast with that much food. I feel like kind of work your way into it, you know? I've been struggling too with eating on fasting days because of stress with everything going on, and I miss my family, friends, and church. I feel like you've been saying emotionally eating is a struggle. It so is. I wish the UK had LaCroix. Have you tried like looking up like another kind of sparkling water? Because I'm sure there would be something in the UK for that. What's the best air fryer? I've been looking into them, not sure which one to get. I love my Ninja, but I'm actually getting a Magic Chef one. A company sending it to me to do a review on, and I'm really excited about it. It's retailed at like $150, but I'm pretty sure I'll get like a discount code if you guys like it. Just because uh it's a huge freaking air fryer. It's like got 3 shelves in it, and you can bake in it, you can cook a rotisserie chicken in it. Like there's so many things you can do with it. I'm really excited to get it. I'm supposed to get here today, but I don't know if it will or not. I know that if you combine keto with ADF, you'll get big results, but I need carbs. Girl, I need carbs too, and that's why I don't eat keto, one thing. Um, Also, once you kind of go back from eating keto, I think the chances of you gaining weight are a lot higher because you're you're changing that diet so dramatically. You know, going from not eating carbs to eating carbs, um, and being on keto for so long. I know Hannah's cousin Felicia does keto, and if she stops at all, she loses or she starts gaining her weight back. That's one reason why I won't do it. You know. Sorry, scrolling back up. Your liver can give you a hard time if you go crazy. I've gotten some Alzheimer's in the family. It's really best to break your fast very strategically. Your body's extremely sensitive after fast. I love breaking a fast with something small and eating an hour later. I think that's kind of why whenever I break my fast, I go with like I'll drink water. Like I don't eat as soon as I wake up either. Like I drink water, I'll have a cup of coffee, kind of give my body a little bit of time to wake up, and then from there break my fast with some food. It's really okay. I've also heard you should break fast with lean protein and never combine carbs with fat. I've not heard of that personally. I mean, I eat oats and have like yogurt and stuff like that, so I don't really know. Um, Came here to check on fasting, learned a lot about Oregon. My dad had it, and I always break my fast with sandwich meats and things of that nature and never get sick, but for some reason that carbonara didn't settle with me right. Granted, I haven't ate pasta in a while, so maybe the carbs, maybe, if they were really heavy. I started drinking Zevia, stevia sweetened soda when I was researching lower sodium diet drinks and found out that it had 0 sodium. Oh, dang. I have to do keto for pain control. Yeah, I know some people have to do keto for their diets, for sure. So there's lots of sparkling water brands in the UK. I do like keto mainly to stop me from all the chocolate. I have no self-control when it comes to chocolate. I'll steal it from a child. Oh no. Um, Maybe you could do a demo on the Magic Chef air fryer. Yeah, I plan on it actually. I'm gonna do a review video for them, or for the air fryer, but I gotta figure out what to cook in it. I freaking love my air fryer. I've not stopped using it since it came. I know. I've heard that ADF can cause fat adaptation like keto, but it's hard to find robust research on it, kind of like ADF in general. That's interesting. I've, I mean, I've personally not had that issue, so I don't know. Because of electrolyte surge during refeeding. Sparkling water had 15 calories. Is that okay? I mean, if you want to consume calories, then yeah. What are your thoughts on a longer fast, 72 hours? If I am doing ADF just maybe once a month, how would you do it? I can't personally go that long. But if you were to go that long, I know some people try dry fasting, but I find that water helps me get through a fast. So that's kind of one reason why I won't dry fast, because I have to have something to help power me through the day. Um, so maybe some water. I know some broth people say for long fasts like that as well to kind of help you get through the day. But I don't know enough about long fasts like that, so I can't really give you a 100% answer. Still not on the air fryer page. I really love what you're wearing. Thanks. I like the sleeves. It's a crop top. Didn't you say you went clothes shopping again? Another video in the works? Yeah, actually, I am waiting to hear back on something for that video before I post it. Congrats on your success. Your story is inspiring. I will be doing keto and ADF. Let's hope I have success also. Read the PE diet to understand why you should not be combining fats with carbs. So eating a burger is definitely out of the question, for example. I definitely, I don't know. I personally like eating carbs, and if I want a cheeseburger, I'm gonna eat it because I want to live my life. You know what I mean? So people can do however they want. I'm not gonna tell somebody how to eat, and I would expect people to respect that on me as well. You know, just because like this is my life and my happiness. But like for example, who paid me money? Why would you? Why would you pay me money? There's nothing even on it. Is it a question or I don't know what's happening? Thank you. Oh, it says white wool. Well, thank you. You didn't have to pay me anything. It doesn't even have a question pop up either. Do you do strength training on fasting days? Yes, I do it at night before bed so that way I can basically go to bed shortly after doing it. How do you control? Do you mean hunger when it's out of control or anger? Because I don't get angry. But my hunger, whenever it's out of control, usually means I didn't eat enough on my eat days. And um but my hunger, like it usually means I didn't eat enough on my eat days. And if you feel like if you get emotionally hungry on your fasting days because you're so hungry, you need to eat. You know what I mean? Like I've gotten to that way before as well, where it's like I like I'll get emotional on a fasting day because I really don't want to break, but my body needs to eat, so I'll eat, you know. Help for me. Well, thank you. You didn't have to do that though. That's sweet of you. I've done 6 days of 36 hours fast since April and can't believe how smoothly it's going. Taking the thinking out of it helps so much. Just follow the steps. Awesome. I'm so glad. What's your favorite and least favorite exercise? My favorite exercise. That's a good question. My least favorite. Freaking pistol squats. I hate pistol squats. I'm getting better at them, but I haven't done them in a really long time. My favorite exercise is really a lot of the lower body workouts, though. I love working out my lower body. Well, thank you. And thank you, you two, for your compliments. I've been slacking on the calorie counting, but I'm still dropping pretty rapidly, so I must not be exceeding. That's good. I'm fist bumping you. Any diet that says bacon is healthy for you, then a banana is not for you. Or it's not for me. Oh, the best way to control is to not combine fat with carbs. Scrolling down, scrolling down. See if I missed anything here. Doesn't look like it. Whew. I wonder what my battery is at. How long did it take for you not to be hungry or hungry at all in your fasting days? Like I said, it usually just took me the first 2 days. Or first 2 days, the first 2 weeks. And then it kind of like wasn't really bothering me as much anymore. The hunger wasn't, you know. My nose itches so bad. When did you get into working out after starting your weight loss journey? I started after 7 months. I'd lost 62 pounds at that point, and I started with the C25K app. So that was my exercise. I was doing cardio more than anything. Um, I wasn't doing any lifting or anything like that. I didn't start doing lifting until about a year and 8 months or so after, a year and 7 months or something like that, after I'd been doing my journey. So, have you had any persistent challenges like mood? Just as an example, I've been doing ADF for only 6 weeks and experienced less hunger, hanger, etc. as I got used to it. Any moods? I can't think of anything. I mean, I've been doing this for so long, so maybe in the beginning, but I can't really think of. I never really had issues with hanger, with not eating. I know some people too. I don't know what that is. Oh, somebody else, you stop paying me. uh, what's your favorite air fryer recipe? Right now it's this fried chicken one that I did the other night with protein pancake batter. And it turned out really good. We've done bacon in the air fryer. Hannah was the one who brought that up, and she said it was amazing. I found that my fasting days go so much better when I eat 200 or 2,400 calories and or all the way up to the end of my eating window. It helps me carry better the next day. Yeah, that's kind of something that I've learned too. I was trying to keep the calories lower, but as active as I am, I'm really needing to make sure that I'm fueling my body correctly, and that's something that this group has definitely helped me with. So I know that I can eat just a little bit more, and it's okay that I'm eating more. When did you start running? And did you run on eating days only? I downloaded that app too. What do you mean, when did I start running? I started running 7 months after I started, and I only ran on my eating days. Yeah, I didn't run on my fasting days. Severe insomnia when I do alternate day fasting, so you're awake. A lot of people have that issue, and they say make sure you drink water before going to bed. And I can't remember the other advice people give on that one. That's something that I always forget to write down whenever people say the advice on that. I'm sorry. It does get easier, but the key is to hang in there and not give up. Fat adaptation is a good thing. It's when your body switches to running on your fat stores, you don't get hungry while fasting. What is an ideal height for a man? Whatever height you are. You rock. Oh, so good. Late. Rachel, I was wondering, as you are still fasting ADF for 4-3, are you still continuing to lose a fair amount of weight? How has that changed these with your body composition changes? I'm not really weighing myself anymore, mostly because I'm kind of recompositioning my body as I am working out. So I am gaining muscle as I'm losing fat. I know my last DEXA scan, the results came in well, so that's good to know. But my body, like my muscle mass is going up, which is nice. So of course, as my muscle mass is going up, I'm going to gain weight, which is why I'm not really looking at the scale, because I still have a really bad issue with looking at the scale and seeing an increase in number be negative, whenever in reality, I'm just gaining more muscle, and I know that, but I'm trying to avoid that discouragement, if that makes sense. So I'm rereading this. And I'm still doing, and right now I'm doing alternate day fasting. So this whole challenge, this 95-day challenge, is doing every other day fasting. After this challenge is done, I might go back to doing 4-3 again. It really will depend on whenever the quarantine is over and everything, and we can start doing social things with our friends again. Um, right now, the every other day is just kind of helping me get in that extra autophagy that I'm getting every other day. And for instance, these prolonged fasts that I'm doing, Ian even told me that he's noticed a significant amount of difference in my skin with the autophagy. I look at myself in the mirror every day and I'm like, you know, I don't see the changes because I'm looking at myself in the mirror every day. Ian, this sounds bad. He doesn't look at me like that every day, if that makes sense, but he told me that he does notice the difference in my body now, and he definitely thinks the autophagy is helping. Um, Sorry, whose hand I feel like she is. Somebody might have answered that. She's my best friend. um, Sorry, I'm reading through these. I would think you still need a little calorie deficit. If you're not eating every other day, then you are going to be in a calorie deficit. My suggestion with this, and that's something that I kind of want to talk about too, is whenever I first started intermittent fasting, I was not working out. So ate I was very sedentary. I did not have a metabolism. Everybody has a different metabolism, too. Like some people's metabolism is slower than others. So whenever I first started out, I made sure that I ate around 1900 calories per eat day. But as I started being more active in things and my metabolism started picking up, that's whenever I started eating more calories. Um, Sorry, I'm reading back. I don't think you mentioned the 95 days of fasting merchandise. Oh, I mean, I made the Think Fast shirts, but I haven't come up with the 95 days of fasting challenge shirt yet, but I did come up with the new Think Fast shirt that everybody was really intrigued by. So that was kind of cool, to make something like that for a community. If you guys did order one, take a picture and post it on the page when you get yours, because I don't know when I'm going to get mine, but when I do, I'm going to post it. Um, Sorry, I'm reading all these. I would like to hear your thoughts on alternate day fasting and slow metabolism. That's a pretty in-depth, um, alternate day fasting. That's a really loaded, thought. I'm gonna write it down and see if I remember to think about that, because I don't want to. I'm the kind of person, these lives can be kind of hard for me because I want to think about what I'm saying before I say it. Um, Sorry. And so sometimes I'll get into a thought process and I'll be talking and then I'm like, this doesn't feel like like it's right, and I need to try to like what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to explain to you how I'm trying to function on these lives. Sometimes it doesn't work very well. I'm scrolling. Somebody else paid me $2. I need I have to go now, off to watch Satellite Shower. It's like, oh, that's cool. Oh my gosh. Wow, that's really rude. I'm looking old. Wow. I may have missed this, but how many calories are you eating a day? When you do your vlogs, it seems like so low. I'm not counting your calories, obviously, but I'm just curious. I'm eating about 2,200 calories a fasting day. Do you recommend to start working out once I reach my ideal weight? I don't want to get too bulky. Um, you don't have to, even if you do strength training, that doesn't necessarily mean that you will bulk up. You can do strength training and just move your body around. Like I'm definitely starting to get a little bit bulkier. Um, but uh, I want to be stronger, I guess. But there are different kinds of workouts that you can do just to kind of help move your body around and strengthen your body without bulking up, if that makes sense. The quarantine is just really making it hard to keep busy because I get bored. Yeah, I get that. Do you have any struggles going from working in an office to working at home? Kind of. Um, I uh it's kind of hard to like wake up because I wake up around 7:30, and if it's a day that I post a vlog, then I will go ahead and edit my vlog in the morning. And then it's like I get up and I answer emails, and then if it's an eat day, then I'll eat. If it's not an eat day, then I get sucked into the emails and stuff like that. And so I'll answer them, and then I have to like work in my workouts for the day too, and then do everything else, and then these live videos. Time flies. It's crazy. It's really crazy. There's a couple girls in there who preach this method for a while but don't But don't just go off what I say. You have to do research and decide what you think is best for you. Please tell me light exercise. Consider running around after toddler and staying outside for the part of the day. Confused about that. What is sedentary exactly? Sedentary would be like if you sit at your desk all day, you know, or well, I guess not all day. You know, you get up and you go to the bathroom and stuff like that. But sedentary is if you like work in an office setting. I would say light exercise would be chasing after your children. I don't know though. I don't have children. I gotta run for a walk with my lovely wife. Have fun. On further reflection, that could be just me. Please tell me that. Okay, sorry. I think it is. You can calorie rates for housework. Oh yeah, you can do that. Oh my gosh. Girl, you sent that so many times. How to cope with depression and get back to life. I'm struggling with that right now, so I don't want to give any advice on it personally. Oh my goodness. You're still paying me. Oh, Hannah. You don't have to do that. I think that's actually the person that commented on my last video about me being full of myself. So I think this person probably has some issues with himself and thinks that they can take it out on somebody else. If anyone's bored, fly out here and you can help me with the garage. Oh, you guys reported that person. Thank you for the advice. Don't listen to any of that malarkey. Oh, I like that word. How do you deal with binge eating on your eat days? I make sure that I get enough proteins in that help fill me up. You want to make sure that you're eating the right kind of calories to help fill you. You know, because there could be a time that you eat a lot of junk food, and I call those empty calories because they're higher calories, but they're not going to keep you full for very long. So trying to really make sure that you're eating a good source of food that's going to actually keep you full for a while. You're the best. Oh, that's called bullying. Let's pray for them. I reported them. Yes, Rachel, you are amazing, inspiring. Thank you. Yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure that person, they probably commented on my video that I posted today too, saying that I was full of myself. Because, you know, apparently I'm really full of myself, guys. Like, I think about myself all the time and how, like, good looking I am. Sorry, my chat is freezing at the moment. You're good, girl. Don't worry about it. I was just like, you sent that 4 times. I hope you didn't think that I was, like, ignoring your question, and that way you, like, sent it a bunch so that way I would see it. I'm surprised my phone hasn't died yet, though, because it was on low battery. Would you recommend an alternate day fasting for someone who is not overweight but actually trying to get lean? Sorry for so many questions. You're the only source that uses this specific fasting method. Honestly, if you are not overweight, I don't know. I don't want to say something that could be offensive to somebody. Um, I think that alternate day can be pretty extreme for fat loss, but there's other methods that you can do as well to kind of help with that. I Because I've never been lean, I don't want to answer that question, but if there is anybody out there who's not overweight and does alternate day fasting to help get lean, could you please help answer this question? Because I would like to know as well. I think that would be a good idea. Um, how dare you look at yourself? I bought more Swiss cheese and grapes. It's been my go-to quarantine snack. I gotta get some of that. I was actually gonna look up some types of stuff after this video too. Love your nose ring. Thanks. You look great. You inspire me to start ADF and share here on YouTube as well. I'm on day 63. I can't believe I've fasted for a whole month of my life. You must have fasted a whole year plus by now. Yeah, I've actually fasted for over 2.5 years now. I think myself also. You're so full of yourself. Ignore, lovely, just ignore those kinds of people. I've been doing ADF for 6 weeks now. In my experience, I'm always hungry on fasting days, but one of the things that keeps me through it is trying to keep busy. Yeah, keeping busy definitely does help too. That would be one of my biggest tips, is always make sure that your mind is busy. She does glow, very honest too. Aw. I think Kim would be a good resource. Thank you so much. You're still paying. Stop. I still alternate day fast, and I think it's helping me continue to lean out after losing a lot of weight at the beginning. I'm more maintenance now, but I'm using it to get leaner. Okay, there we go. There's a good answer for you, because I'm like, I don't really know the best way to answer that. I've never been lean before. Like, I've always been overweight and just, everything like that. So I'm glad. Dan, she's a 95-day fasting group on Facebook. That comment was rude. Yeah. Good night. Impeccable timing. Thanks, Tiffany. I will look at that group, right? She's here, Dan. Yeah. She's great. Like, she's the one that um Kimberly has a lot of knowledge too, and I know that she eats. I think I just came across the post the other day. For whatever reason, when I scroll down the page, I think it's like ones that have been commented on more recently or something, but the one that you posted about eating 3,000 plus calories a day on your fasting days and you're still losing weight, like that was so awesome to me, because I don't think my metabolism works like that. I wish it did, but you know. One of the reasons I'm getting off of keto, gained 5 pounds in 2 days, not cool. Oh, did I sound like my mom? Kimberly, can you share your knowledge on the 8,400 calories? Angela was asking about it, and I think you can explain it better. Yeah, she eats like some days she'll eat like 3,000 calories on her days, but I know just from what I'm assuming, my metabolism is not as fast as hers. Everybody has a different metabolism. I am just at the overweight BMI. I just started alternate day. I think it's a good idea. I did a long stretch where I exercised a lot and lost some weight, but it would come straight back. See, that's kind of me. I'm an endomorph. So my body type gains muscle quickly, which I think is why I've gained the muscle that I have relatively quickly. But I can gain fat back really quickly too, which is my brother's the same way. And Ian was telling me too, like I have my parents' body type, if that makes sense. So, yeah. Calorie deficit, he is a must to get that last bit off, I think. Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with that, because I know my actual total daily energy expenditure is 2,400 something calories, and I am eating up to 2,200 calories, but I'm actually feeling a lot more full now because I'm allowing myself those extra amount of calories to eat on my eat days, because I work out 6 days a week. For someone who asked earlier, I feel really depressed during my eat days, actually, and my meds stop working too. I think it's the carbs, but I'm not sure. That's interesting. What weightlifting plan do I follow? My own. I don't really have a weightlifting plan that I do. I mean, one day I'll work on my upper body and then I'll do my cardio the next day. So it's basically like upper body cardio, lower body cardio, upper body cardio, lower body cardio. So I kind of switch it back and forth. And my schedule is kind of weird because I do like 6 exercises working on my upper body, and then I'll do 2 to 4 exercises working on my core, and then I'll do 1 exercise that works on the other muscle group that I didn't work on that day, if that makes sense. So today my exercise will be six exercises working on my upper body. I'll do a couple exercises to work on my core, and then I'll do 1 exercise to work on my lower body. And so the next day that I work out, I will be doing 6 exercises that work on my lower body, those couple exercises to work on my core, and then 1 exercise to work on my upper body. So it kind of changes it. And that's kind of what I've been doing for a while now. And I really like that, because it's like I'm not all, I don't know. I really like that. It's working really well for me. Two more hours. You can do it. I'm using ADF to reach a goal weight in the normal BMI range, which I am not at currently. I try to eat under the BMR of my goal weight on my eat days. I still plan to 88. You're eating under your basal metabolic rate? Because that means you're eating under your resting calories of your goal weight, which is kind of, I don't want to say that's enough. I want to say that's not enough, and I'm afraid your metabolism will stall. I had a really hard time doing my physical job while fasting. Right now is the best time ever to do this and just do it while I can't work with isolation. Yeah, as you eat less, your BMR will go down, but it will eventually stall. And then it's like, where did I see this? It said basically, my goodness, I'm trying to remember what it is. If you're eating under your basal metabolic rate, then your body's going to get used to that eventually, and you're going to have to eat even less calories to lose weight. And it's going to get to the point where you're not eating enough at all to even fuel your body. And so then that's when your weight stalls and you start to gain weight. I think that's the best way I can explain that with it making sense. Yeah, it is a little bit over the hour mark, guys. So I think I'm going to get off here in a minute. I'm 29, 5'3", 185. Maybe I calculated something wrong, but I need to know how much to eat daily, weekly, and to sustain me for fasting days. Um, Sorry, I'm reading over this again. Angela, if you're, are you not on Facebook? Or if you are, if you can find that 95 days of fasting challenge and post on there, we can help you figure out your calories correctly. Because I'm on my phone and I can't do it. Where did you find the weightlifting routine or exercises? I need more exercises. I look at Instagram and Pinterest. Sorry, I had to think about what that website was called. It is a safety mode of your body. That is why the traditional diets don't work. How do you break your fast? I sometimes get stomach issues when I break. Dan, that's another thing that we've talked about before on here. Hold on just a second. Please don't eat under your BMR. Yeah, you should listen to your body and eat when you're hungry on your eat days. I personally found my hunger has gone down so much. Dan, some people say that if you're breaking your fast with dairy, that could be a problem. It also depends on what you break your fast with, which we've kind of talked about in the past too, but I can't remember everything. Yeah, don't eat under your BMR. Eating under your BMR means that you're eating less than what your body is burning every day. And that's not good because that's going to make you stall and gain weight back. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and sign out though because we're 63 minutes into this video and it's time for me to go because my phone's dying. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow. I felt like there was a topic that I wanted to talk to you guys about and now I can't remember what it is. Yes, it's called 95 Days of Fasting. 95 Days of Fasting, or if you look up People, it's Rachel Sharp, and you should be able to find me on there, and it's all through there too. But yeah, so we will talk to you guys tomorrow, and all that good stuff, and hopefully we all make it through the rest of this fasting day. That's the plan anyway. I'm feeling good right now, so that's good. But I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, and we will see you then. Bye.